Hi everyone, it's Brooklyn. You're watching another Supernatural review, and this is season 4, episode 20, The Rapture. If you're new here, I do like a recap and review of every single episode of Supernatural. Let's get into it. I love how I'm like bundling over my words so you don't even know what I'm saying. So this was an interesting episode because like it's bizarre, I guess. I don't know. Like it's something we haven't seen before, but it's not exactly serialized. Like there's a lot of serialization, but it still feels very episodic, and I would put it down as episodic. But it also like it wasn't like a typical Hunt episode, but I also like didn't have that many funny moments, and it actually had like a lot of emotional moments. So it's really hard to characterize this episode. And then I was just thinking also like good or bad, or like in the middle and leaning one to or the other, and I was like definitely not leaning towards good. Is it leaning towards bad? I feel like it's just an okay episode. Like it's literally such an okay episode, and I might not have too many things to talk about it because there isn't like much to talk about it, and it's something where it's like it gets lost in all these Supernatural episodes just because there's like nothing too important about it. Like obviously there's things in this episode that some people might find important, or maybe at this time feels important, but it just like gets lost in all these Supernatural episodes, and it's really not important. So basically this episode we kind of got to see more Cass and Cass' backstory and everything, and it's something that like it feels weird. Like it feels like too late. I don't know, it just, that's I think off is the timing, because I mean, honestly, this is the first time we really see too much of someone's backstory. Like, we saw a little bit of Bobby's in like one episode, but we haven't seen really much. And like, Cass is becoming this big thing. He's been in a lot of episodes this season, and I think maybe it was something they were like, oh wow, he's in so many episodes. Like, we should do some backstory to him. Like, you know, he's like a mystery. Like, how do people become an angel? Like, I think they wanted to delve into that. If you're looking at that perspective, like maybe it makes sense to do it at this time, but then when you're like learning about Cass's backstory, it kind of feels late. Like it's like towards the end of the season, and this is what they're doing. But it kind of gets into, which also I don't know if it was clear enough, because you gotta think like people aren't dumb. Like people watch, not anyone in the show necessarily. I'm not calling any of the characters out, but I'm just calling out us, the audience. We are dumb. Most people are dumb. And so you have to make things like really clear in TV, not just Supernatural. And so it's kind of like sometimes you're like, this is dumb, like this is so clear, but people are dumb. And so I feel like they did it more stylistic because, you know, Supernatural writers are smart. And so, but I'm just like, I don't know if it was clear enough, like how people become angels. Like they have to say yes to it. Like it's not something where like a demon can just take over your body. Like an angel has to say, for an angel, you have to say yes to, you know, allow that. And then it kind of also got a little bit into like it's something like it's in the blood, which we see in the next season. And I don't know if they like when they did that had that in mind with next season, or it was just something where it's like it made sense in that scene for then Cass to possess his daughter. Like I feel like that just made sense. It's so interesting because the whatever Jimmy, whatever his name was, like he had a different voice than Cass, and so it's something too where you're like, this is the first time like hearing the voice. It's actually kind of interesting how like Misha, when he decided to do Cass, he did it in a different voice. Like he didn't have to do that. And so then when he's like, oh, I'm playing like technically a different character, like let me change it up. So it got into all like the Sam stuff, and I think this is the episode where really like everyone else kind of discovers, like Dean discovers that how Sam kind of gets his powers, like he drinks demon blood, and it's something where he like, you know, it's like in his system where he had some like leftover from Ruby, but it's kind of gone away, and so he's like struggling, and he like, you know, it kind of drives forward his powers. And so it's kind of like a crazy scene, like Sam literally like feeding off a demon, and them seeing it like he's a monster. And I thought, where's that episode, where's that scene where Sam or Dean calls Sam a monster and then Sam hits him? Like I thought maybe it was in that scene where they are, you know, with the siren, but I don't remember in that scene. But I feel like there's a scene, like I know there's a scene, but I don't think it was in that siren episode unless I'm going crazy. I don't know. But yeah, at the end they kind of lock him up, which kind of makes sense. Like he literally, like, it's one thing to drink demon blood, but it's another thing to like drink demon blood like that. It's very monster-like. I feel like that actually makes the episode a little bit better. I don't know, like I think that part's like intriguing, and it's been something that's been such a B plot in every single episode, like kind of this thing, and it's something where it's really interesting, and so I feel like it becomes the A plot of the next episode, obviously, which kind of worries me because I don't know how it will be as an A plot. Like, I can't really remember, and that also worries me if I can't really remember. But yeah, the episode just kind of fell off in general, just because it was not really like a regular hunt, but it still felt episodic, but it had so much serialization, and it also just fell off that we were like getting into Cass at this moment. So that's kind of where this episode goes and everything. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.